Okay, I know it's been a while since I've updated the Dune Buggy project, but I'm trying to get back to it. I finished up the Mustang, and now I'm moving back to the Dune Buggy as much as I can. I've got the body sitting on the new chassis, and one thing I'm concerned about is these perch mounts here. Now these are obviously, somebody made these out of some sort of angle. Well, it wasn't angle before, it was straight metal that they bent, but there's one on either side. And what I'm going to do, let me get in here to the project, I've taken the hood off the buggy. Of course, I was working on the seats the last time I updated anything. But I've cleaned out everything up front that's in the way, and I just lightly or loosely bolted down the body. I've got a couple of bolts on either side to hold it in place. The fiberglass is a little distorted, but there's not much I can do with that. At this point, I'm just wanting the body to be in its position. And with that, I'm going to build some perches off of this torsion bar assembly, and hopefully I can duplicate or come pretty close to what they had. But I have to keep in mind that there's also, this is where the gas tank goes. Now, I did have to run, I may have updated before, a new fuel line from front to back, which was interesting. But at this point I want to get the front end ready to go, and then the second part of that, with having the body bolted down, what I want to do, I'm a little concerned with as old as this buggy is, this fiberglass, there's really nothing, and it's hard to see here, and nothing in the back that supports the back of the buggy. So you've got some play, you know, in the back here. It's kind of hard to see, but you can wiggle the stuff around. I don't expect it to break, but what I want to do is I'm going to build a bridge underneath here. I'll come off of the frame structure, what there is of it, and I'm going to build a bridge that will support the rear seat area. I don't know if I'll ever really carry anybody much in this thing, other than a front passenger, but I don't know, I just feel more secure about having that back section where those seats are now sitting, which those won't be there obviously. I don't know, I just feel like I need to strengthen that up some, so I'm going to build a bridge support back there for that as well. So that's where I'm at right now, and hopefully I can make some progress on this in the next couple weeks and try to get it done. Okay, so what I've come up with is more of a strut brace than just a post. I made two pieces of 3/4 inch square tubing, angled them, took a piece of angle iron, and these pieces together are going to support the front section, like I was saying. There's where the bolt goes. Now, if any of you have watched my videos, you know I don't like to take shortcuts. I try to do things a little bit better or different. Well, here's the first one I did. Now, it's welded together, but it's not attached to the torsion bar yet, the tubing. But I thought this was a better way to do it. Instead of having one post, which could flex, once these two are welded on, this is going to be very, very solid. Plus, I needed a mount for my front parking light or turn signals. So I can come off of here somewhere, if I want to, and make another bracket that'll come out and give me a mount for those lights. I'm still undecided on that. I've talked before about using these Harley lights that I picked up, which if I did use them, this might work out just right. Let's take a look. Let's say well, it might interfere with the turn of the wheel, so those may not work. But that's okay. They're kind of big and chunky looking anyway. But it was just an idea. But I think if I turn the wheel, it's going to hit the thing. So anyway, there's the brace, and then I'll weld up the other one. I'll jig it up in place, clamp it, and then weld it, pull it back out, and finish the welds around the corners and stuff. That's what I did on this one here. There it is. So now that that's all solid, that one's just about done, and that'll take care of the front end. Then I can start working on that bridge section I talked about in the back. Alright, so now I'm working on the back support that I want to put in this buggy. And what I'm going to do, to make it simple, got a little light going here, that's the shock mount that we're looking at. I took a piece of angle iron and I drilled some holes in the floor and I bolted it up to the floor. Next step I'm going to do is take either probably some 1-inch square tubing, and I'll make it fit on top of that shock mount and weld it straight up to that angle iron. And that way I've got a solid structure that I can base it off of, and I'm not going to worry about having to have anything moving. So once I get that in place, I'll pull the body back off and I'll look at maybe adding some more struts off of that wishbone structure there, possibly in the center. Not real sure yet. I know it's probably overkill for me to do this, but I just like to have things solid and feel good about it. So that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I ended up with. I don't know if you can see it very well, but I put a block in, welded it to the shock mount and also to the angle iron. Then once to get this apart, lift the body back off, I can finish welding it and decide if I want to put any more strut bracing in. But I think that's all I need to do to support the body now, so I can take it off and start working it and try to get it straightened up ready for paint.